Hi everyone, and welcome back to Total Coins. So in this video we're going to be carrying on with our pre-decimal coin hunt. We've got our tub here full of pre-decimal coins, and we'll keep searching through, sort of looking for coins to fill up our album. So, first coin out is going to be, so it's a George V. That's a 1929 1p, or 1 penny. Next one is an Elizabeth II. That's a 1961 sixpence. And then we've got another George V. So that's 1 penny from 1917. Got, so that's Queen Victoria. And what have we got? We've got an 1890. Wow. So obviously, because of how old it is, the details not really there, but still a nice coin to find. And we've got another Elizabeth II. That's 1967, so that's the most common year. There's over 600 million of them that have been minted. And another Elizabeth II. And that's a 1966. And yet another Elizabeth II. And another 1967. There we go, we've got something different now. So that is Edward VII. And that is a 1907 1p. And we've got an Elizabeth II 3 pence from 1956. And another Elizabeth II. And another 1966. This is an old half penny from 1971. And that's a George VI 1 penny from 1938. There's a George V 1917 1p. And quite a big chunk taken out of it as well. And what we got? So we've got an Edward VII. penny from 1906. And what we've got now, so we've got a George VI, 3 pence from 1952. And there's another Elizabeth II, and that is 1965. And there's our first Victoria coin from the hunt, and that is 1895 1 penny. Very nice. And we've got another George VI, 1 penny from 1946. So what I'll be doing is for the next video, I'll make sure that the album's sort of updated with all the coins that we've found over the past 3 videos. So you'll be able to see sort of how we're doing on the date run and what ones we're missing. So we've got an Elizabeth II, and it's a 1967. There's a George VII. Whoa, what is that? So it's a 1945 penny, but obviously it's not meant to have this in it. God knows how that's been put in. Okay. And there's another Elizabeth II, and that is a 1961. And another Elizabeth II, and 1967. And there's George V, 1918. And there we go, there's our first, so it's Elizabeth II, and that's our first half penny for the hunt. Not in great condition, but it's a 1967. And there's another half penny, there's Elizabeth II, and that is 1958. There's another 3 pence, that's Elizabeth II, and that's 1958. And another Elizabeth II half penny from 1962. And George V, so 1 penny from 1935. It's a George V, and that's a halfpenny from 1918. Obviously extremely worn down, but nevertheless we think that's 101 years old. So if I look half that good at 101, that'd be good. And we've got an Elizabeth II, halfpenny from 1965. And a George V, 1 penny from 1927. Another George V, and another 1 penny, but this time from 1929. And we've got a George V, so it's a halfpenny from 1921. So it's another Victoria coin, 1 penny from 1900. Very nice. And there's an Edward VII, 1 penny from 1908. And there's an Elizabeth II. So that's a 1 penny from 1967. There's George VII, 1 penny from 1948. And what we got? Oh, we've got a farthing. So we found one of these on the last hunt. That's from 1930, and that's George V. Brilliant. It's in really good condition as well. And another Elizabeth II, 1 penny from 1965. There is a George V, so 1 penny from 1915. So once again, sort of like with a lot of the coins that we're finding from this sort of time period, it's quite worn down, sort of especially around the edges. And we've got another George V, halfpenny from 1927. And yet another George V. So that's a 1 penny from 1936. So you think how old that coin is and you look at the detail, especially on sort of Britannia. Absolutely amazing. And we've got a Queen Elizabeth II. That's a halfpenny from 1960. And there's another George V, a halfpenny from 1929. And another Elizabeth II. So that's a 1 penny from 1967. So we've had quite a few of them in this video. And we've got George VI. So that's a 1 penny from 1937. And there's an Elizabeth II. And there's another 1967. Badly corroded sort of Queen Elizabeth II, sort of halfpenny from 1966. And another Elizabeth II, and another 1967 penny. So what have we got? 1979, so that's not going to be pre-decimal. Elizabeth II, and that's a new pence 5p. And another Victoria. So what have we got? 1 pence, 1896. Brilliant. And there is a George VI. 1 penny from 1946. And another George VI. 1 penny from 1939. George V. It's a halfpenny. Cannot make out what date it is. I think it's 1914, but it is completely worn down to nothing. As I say, the detail you've got on the front is minimal. You can literally sort of make out the outline of Britannia. So that's unfortunate. And there we go, there's another Elizabeth II. And yet another 1967 penny. Brilliant, another Queen Victoria. So that's a 1 penny from 1901. Brilliant. So we'll do 2 more. And, oh, that's really corroded. But that's a George V. 1 penny from 1921. And then we'll end on a George VI halfpenny from 1947. So brilliant. Sort of really interesting hunt, sort of really wide variety of coins. Probably say top pick for today would have to be the 1985 penny from sort of Queen Victoria. Absolutely brilliant. So that's the end of the sort of hunt today. Obviously, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, sort of ring the bell icon to be kept up to date with all new videos that I'm releasing. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. I've also got a Patreon page set up, sort of just to sort of help build the channel a bit quicker. So with that said, sort of thanks for watching the hunt today. Sort of really enjoyed it today and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Alright, bye.